countdown to Connecticut's primary is on. The presidential candidates are making their last-minute stops right here in our state. They're hoping to win over those voters who are going to head to the polls in less than 24 hours. Hundreds of thousands of people right here in our state are registered to vote in tomorrow's primary. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Craig.
I'm Darren Kramer. Polling places gearing up for what they think is probably going to be a record turnout here. And the candidates counting on your vote. They're doing some last-minute campaigning right now. Right now, former President Bill Clinton making his way across the state campaigning for his wife. News 8's Bob Wilson live for us in Hartford tonight, where an event has just wrapping up there now. Bob, right?
Yeah, we stepped out. It was still going on about 3 minutes ago, but you know how these things are. There's the presidential motorcade right there. They are getting ready once he comes out to escort him away to the next event. But let's go inside live. And like I said, I just stepped out. I don't know if it's actually wrapping up. He is supposed to be wrapping up, but he had Senator House Representative Gabby Giffords opening up for him and introducing him because they wanted to hammer home gun violence and Hillary Clinton's stance on gun violence. And it was a pretty passionate and empowering speech, as her husband had to speak for her. You may remember she's the lawmaker from Arizona who survived an assassination attempt on her. And she did speak a few words, but mostly it was her husband saying we can do better when it comes to heading off gun violence. And now former President Bill Clinton up there talking about that. He also talked about economy and jobs and not necessarily building a wall. He said you can build a wall across the Pacific, across the Atlantic, across Mexico, but you got to win over the hearts and minds of moderate Muslims. And he was very clear about that. Got a standing ovation. That's what he's talking about here. He's soon to come out, and he'll be heading off to his next campaign location. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Hartford, News 8.
All right, Bob, thank you. And former President Bill Clinton also made a stop at Augie's and Ray's. That's in East Hartford. It's a famous hot dog spot if you don't know it. It's right there near Pratt and Whitney Aircraft. And News 8 was there for that visit.
Connecticut's been good to me. It's where Hillary and I met. And I think she'd be the best president, and I want her to do well in all these Atlantic states.
And if you're wondering, Clinton did not have a hot dog. His staff says he's now a vegan.